Hello, lovely people. Welcome to our weekly reading for the week of the 1st of May. Wow, this is really exciting, isn't it? And a whole new month. And I'm very excited to see what the cards have in store for us. I can't help admitting that I really hope they have some good weather in store for us after the last couple of months that we've had. So let's take a look and see. Okay, so before I have a look at these cards, I'm just going to tell you that I'm going to do it in the same kind of format that I did last week, looking at a spread of 3 cards about relationships. And the first card is you. It's about what energy or expectations are you bringing to this relationship. So let's have a look at this. So we have the Knight of Pentacles. And then the next question, which would be card 2, is the other person in the relationship. So what energy or expectations is your current love interest bringing to the relationship? Here we have a major arcana, which is Judgment. And then before we pull this card, let's have a look at the relationship. So what challenges or, kind of like opportunities will arise in the relationship if you decide to be together? So, okay, this is quite nice. So we're looking at the Knight of Pentacles, which is a court card and is often very much about aspects of yourself. And we're looking at now, here we have Judgment, which is a major arcana card. So it's very much more about your psyche. And then we're looking at the Ace of Pentacles here, which is a minor arcana card. 3 very interesting cards to be together. So let's take the Knight of Pentacles. So this card kind of shows what you are carrying in your heart at this time. And it will also reveal hidden challenges that this relationship is allowing you to confront. So we're looking at the Knight of Pentacles here. Now, this knight is the most serious of all of the knights. And this knight is the knight that's sedentary, because all of the other knights are, in kind of rushing forward with their horses. And so this knight actually wants to know what exactly they're getting in return for their investment. So what you want to know what you're going to get in return for your investment, for your time and energy or money or whatever it is that you're putting into this relationship. And this card is telling me that you like to plan. It's telling me that you're tenacious and that you work very hard towards your goals. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the fiery part of Earth. And the Earth is the Pentacles, the suit that governs relationships, values and practical matters and kind of like family finances. So there's a very big sense of worth and value with the Pentacles suit. And it's associated with the element of earth. So this is about solid ground or kind of like impractical foundations. So the Pentacles suit is very much concerned with realism, kind of like how realistic is this relationship? And it can kind of, it can reveal current financial issues that may surface in a relationship. It may refer to stress or kind of like any sort of thing that's going to impact on the relationship. So, and Pentacles are always concerned with long-term investment, and this also includes sort of relationships. So we are looking at, and so even though we have this fiery part of Earth, it's very much about enthusiasm, and that's the fiery bit, the enthusiasm and effort and energy put into to practical and purposeful use. So the sort of things that are important to you are kind of like money and material wealth. But this is very much about it's a perception of, of your self-worth. And the the Pentacles, as I said, is very much about long-term investment. So it's about choosing a partner on the same wavelength. Somebody that's with you, that's happy to plan ahead, but to stay fairly stationary, if you like, until you have a plan. So you're hardworking, you're responsible, you're reliable, you're very likely to be self-employed, because Knights, and the Knight of Pentacles in particular, is not very good at being told what to do. They don't like to take orders. However, having said that, stability is essential to Pentacles, and it is also to the Knight of Pentacles. And so stability and predictability. So this person with this aspect of you, if you like, will endure a difficult situation rather than kind of like changing it. So this card may be teaching you to manage the expectations that you place on yourself. Are you choosing maybe to rationalize away something that needs to heal or grow within you? So, because the Knight of Pentacles, it rules people and situations that are works in progress. So this is about you accepting your current life isn't meant to be a perfectly finished kind of product. It's something important. As a relationship needs time to strengthen and to heal and to grow in order to progress. So if you feel like that there is no growth taking place, this really, it's an illusion. And the message here is to be patient with yourself and to be patient with your process and the big picture. Because your current situation is teaching you what it is you need to know at this time. So this is about this Knight of Pentacles. It sort of pressures you that when the time is right, it will fall into place. This is what it's telling you. It's kind of like reassuring you that even though things may not seem the way that you want them to seem at this current moment, that when the time is right, stuff will fall into place. So now this brings us to judgment, and judgment is now about the other person in your life. So what sort of expectations is your current love interest bringing into this relationship? So this card will reveal what might be going on beneath the surface with the person that you're thinking about. And it may also reveal hidden issues that this person might be struggling with. So we're looking at the card of judgment. And this card refers to basically that time when all beliefs about life have died. And you're called from within to rise up to a more meaningful existence. So here you have the angel blowing the trumpet and the people rising up to this call to a more meaningful existence. So it's time, this card is saying it's time to rise above your limited beliefs, and these limited beliefs are gained through experience, so that you can see what life is truly like. And so this is what your partner, if you like, or your love interest is facing at the moment. And so the judgment, it represents coming to terms with past experience as a step to going beyond it. And it's a time of understanding that what you have learned from trials and challenges. So this relationship is it's the product of past actions, and it's likely to encourage a much greater awareness of yourself, your patterns, and your life purpose. And again, we're looking at your partner here. So I'm saying you, but this is, if this resonates with you, then take this message on board and just be aware that this is what's going on for your partner, love interest as well. And so basically judgment people, they're survivors. They're like optimists, but they're also quite realistic about life's challenges because they have experienced loss and grief and endings. And a judgment partner will also be very self-sufficient. Will be, because they're a survivor, they'll be self-sufficient. So they're not people that will give up when time gets tough. Now, they're not that keen on people who are self-pitying, sort of like whiners, if you like. Sorry if that sounds a bit harsh, but they're really not, because they don't want to feed into this sort of delusion of helplessness. They have no time for that because they have worked really hard to get through their own stuff. And so they really admire people that put the same effort into their life as they do. So a little bit like the Knight of Pentacles, looking for people on the same plane, really, on the same song sheet, singing the same song. And so, but judgment people will always be there for people that they care for, and especially in a crisis. They're exactly who you want by your side in a crisis. A judgment personality is somebody that will often be of service, if you like, to their family and friends. And so you may find that you're going to have to share this person, and that might be something that you need to take on board. So judgment can symbolize that one or both of you, both partners have undergone a major life change and are now ready to start a new chapter. So this bodes really, really good. And however, there will be caution in there because of what the difficulties that you or your partner have gone through in the past. But it's, there is like a fresh wind blowing through here, and, it's kind of like the future is wide open. So this card is sort of saying, enjoy this time of revitalization and renewal, because judgment represents rebirth, and it represents renewal and awakening. So this card is saying, like, the old ways have been swept away, and it's time to get out of this current stagnation sort of situation that you're feeling and to arise to a new calling, just like these guys are doing here. So this card, Judgment, it signifies recognition of an inward call to change and to make a new life for yourself. And that might involve making new decisions. But, it's all kind of tying up quite nicely here with the Knight of Pentacles, and it leads us to the Ace of Pentacles. Now, how interesting that this Judgment is sandwiched between two pentacles. And as I say, like Pentacles, it governs relationship, the values of relationships and practical matters. So the Ace now represents positive new beginnings, but these positive new beginnings are beginnings that lead to tangible results. And that word is really important. It's tangible. It's results that you can see, you can touch, you can feel. And so this isn't always the card that's associated with relationships, but when you're at your best and realizing your goals, that's a really attractive quality to have. And it sort of goes back to this concept of like attracting like. So if this is this is about what you want from your relationship. And this card is about the relationship. It's about the challenges and the opportunities that will arise in the relationship if you decide to be together. So I think it's really interesting that the card number 3 in this spread is about opportunities, and the Ace of Pentacles is absolutely about opportunities. So it's a card that's saying invest in yourself, because this will tell other people, it'll tell your other half, it'll tell this person that you're interested in that you feel your self-worth, and this will attract somebody who holds similar values and also possesses a healthy self-esteem, which, let's face it, I mean, that's what we all want. So this is a card of being in a favorable situation, and it's telling you that you will land on your feet with regards to security, because this is a card that's kind of presented as a gift from heaven. If you look at the hand coming out of the clouds here, it's very much about divine intervention here. And so it's symbolizing about investing personal resources into a plan. And here we go back to the plan associated with the Knight of Pentacles, and it highlights the possibility of that opportunity. Now, your personal resource, it can be energy, it can be time, it can be money, it doesn't matter what it is, but it's something that's very personal to you. And it's the Ace of Pentacles is associated with constructive energy. So this is the type of energy that will draw success towards you. So this card is telling you it's time to take advantage of the opportunities presenting themselves to you right now. So by realizing your potential, you can expect a renewed sense of your own self-worth. And that's really important in your relationship and how you decide to go forward. So now, interestingly enough, the Ace also it also can signify starting over. Now, that starting over can be with a new person, a new relationship, but it can also be starting over within the relationship that you already have. So it may be about establishing like self-empowering goals that will lead towards the life that you really want. And I'm thinking that your love interest will be somebody that will also be self-motivated, somebody that is also driven. And, and because it's a pentacle, you see, work may well be a big priority for them, and it may well be very like a top priority for them. So it's kind of interesting here what's going on. And because we're looking at pentacles here, this relationship could be somebody that may be from your work environment, somebody associated with your work environment, because the pentacle suit is very much about work and finance and, that area where about how you secure your life. So it can absolutely signify a relationship from your work environment. It can also signify a new opportunity is arriving that will positively affect your relationship and affect it positively long term. Now, this opportunity, it may be challenging, but it will be worth it, because this card is saying that success is assured. So the Ace of Pentacles can represent a new job, it can represent a new house, a new home, it can represent financial prospects, and anything like that will make your lives together more secure and abundant, basically. So now this card, you see the way now with this card is also telling you to stop obsessing about what you feel a lack for. So that's really important, because we're going back to this whole thing of like attracting like. And it's telling you that you need to re-engage with your opportunities, and you need to remember that like does attract like, and success embodies the best version of yourself. So we're looking at divine synchronicities here, and they're opening doorways. And so this card is telling you, this Ace of Pentacles, it's telling you that now is the time to manifest your best life, to walk through those doors that these opportunities are presenting you with. And I could go on about these 3 cards, but we're kind of running out of time here. And so I just want to say, guys, I've really loved this reading. I love these 3 cards together. And this is our reading for the week. And if it does resonate with you, do please leave me a comment below. I love hearing from you. And you can also subscribe to this channel to be notified for the next reading. If you would like to know more, you can book a private reading with me. And you'll find my email address in the description of the video. So lovely people. I'm just going to love you and leave you, and I will talk to you next week again.